Oh, of course, I forgot to tell you, 22nd of June, Play for Purpose. We are bringing it to Lagos, Chostukong Foundation charity game. The lineup is, if you see who's going to be there, actually, just make sure that you follow this page and make sure that you secure yourself a ticket. The link is going to be in the bio. Don't miss out, guys. It's going to be bigger and better than we did last year. All of the money raised is going to be going to underprivileged children and helping someone else's future. Play for Purpose 2025. I'll see you guys.
Alright guys, welcome back again to the channel. As usual, back to let you know what's happening with the team. First things first, we have an under 20 semi-finals to catch today. South Africa versus Nigeria in the under 20 African Cup of Nations is going to go down today. Time is 4 p.m. and of course, if you're free for that one, you can catch it on the CAF TV here on YouTube. This match is definitely going to be a very interesting match. Of course, the rivalry has been building up, between Nigeria and South Africa in the last couple of months, maybe even a few years. So it's going to be interesting to see how our boys slug it out. Of course, the head coach Ali Zubero has said it that his boys are going to explore a new dimension in this game, that we're going to see them impress really well because they will be playing with some level of freedom, knowing fully well that they've now qualified into the FIFA World Cup. So it's going to be an interesting game to see. I would definitely love to watch that game. But away from that, just guys, there's a report right now that Coach Chelle is set to invite as much as 12 players to grace the Unity Cup that's coming up later this month. And in terms of the possibility of seeing the regulars that we usually see get called up for the Super Eagles matches, there's a slim chance that most of these players will make it. As a matter of fact, 4 players right now are almost certainly out of this game. 4 very important players. And speaking about these players, I'm talking about the likes of Victor Osimhen, because his Galatasaray Football Club is going to still be playing some games beyond May. As a matter of fact, they have a game on the 1st of June. And when you look at this, you just know that it's impossible for Galatasaray to release him to play for the Unity Cup. And then aside from Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman is also someone that is a major doubt for this game, because obviously he will still be helping his team on the 25th of May, which is technically the day when the Unity Cup is going to kickstart in the UK. So Ademola Lookman's arrival is not very feasible because, of course, Atalanta, although their fate has already been decided, in terms of where they want to finish in the league table this season, they cannot catch up with the with the top spot position. But it's certain right now that they've qualified for the Champions League. So these games that are remaining will just be like games that they have to compulsorily play, but they are not really chasing any serious thing anymore. But it doesn't take away the fact that Atalanta are still going to want Ademola Lookman to, show some commitment and see out the rest of the games that are remaining for this season, just like his teammates. And then there are 2 more players again who are major doubts as well for this Unity Cup. The likes of Samuel Chukwueze, who, as we've talked about several times on this channel, consistently is, doubting his future right now, or his present. Let me start with his present, because obviously if you don't get playing time, then you are not going to be happy. You'll constantly be thinking about what is the way forward. How are you going to make that move to make sure that you start to play games? You find yourself in an environment where you feel needed, and then they trust you to bring you on to deliver. So for Chukwueze, he's almost also not going to get this call up, because AC Milan will still be busy, just like Ademola Lookman's Atlanta, because they are all in the Serie A. So Chukwueze definitely out. And then Maduka Okoye is also someone who's going to be making some big impacts with his Udinese side this season. So obviously is also someone that has been heavily tipped to miss out on this Community Cup. Additionally, Sadiq Umar is someone who's heavily been tipped to maybe miss this community squad list as well, because they still have some very important games to play. And as a matter of fact, Valencia, which is his club, they are currently trying to see if they can qualify for Europe. Where they are currently in the table is 11th position, but it's still very doable for them because they have 45 points, and then 8th position being where Vallecano has 47 points. So it's still technically very possible for them to win the remainder of their 2 games and then move up to the 8th position, which is the Conference League spot. So there's a huge doubt if the coach or the club is going to sanction Sadiq Umar for Super Eagles appearance. So these are some of the players that we'll very likely not see, as options for Coach Eric Chelle. And then to the other side, that's the players that will almost certainly show up, in the list. We have the likes of, Uche Crisantos, who plays for Getafe. They don't really have anything much to prove this season. They've fortunately and happily avoided the relegation zone. So right now they're just cruising in 15th position. They still have 3 games to be played, and even if they end up winning all of their 3 games, they can't qualify to Europe. So it's just a matter of finishing all of the matches. No serious commitment, no serious objective right now for them. So Uche Crisantos is definitely going to be allowed. It's definitely going to be an excuse for him to come around. And importantly, this is something that means a lot to the young man. Of course, he's been dying to get this call up, and finally it's happening for the first time in his life. It's going to be something that he would want to even plead with his club and go down on his knees for them to give him this opportunity to come represent his father's land. Just to give you guys a full list of the players who have been cleared by their club side to come represent. We have in the goalkeeping areas Amos Obasoge, who plays for Singidad Black Stars, which is a Tanzanian-based club, and then Adele Adebayo, who plays for Neon in Cyprus. And in defensive area, Bruno Onyemechi, who plays for Olympiacos. They've officially ended their season. They won the league, which is something that is really nice. And then Gabriel Shaw of AJ Auxerre of France is also very free to get this call up. Then Kevin Bassi of Fulham as well. Ola Aino of Nottingham Forest. Semi Ajayi as well. And Ola Aino is a heavy doubt. Of course, we know the story with the EPL. They are still trying to see if they can qualify for the Champions League spot. They have some crucial games coming up, and I think the final day of the EPL fixtures they have against Chelsea, and that game is going to be a decider of who ends up qualifying for the Champions League spot. So Ola Aina definitely one of the guys that we don't expect to also make this call up. And then we have Semi Ajayi of West Brom. And then for the midfield areas, we have the likes of Wilfred Ndidi from Leicester City. They've been relegated, and is definitely rethinking his future and if he's going to follow Leicester City to the relegation or look for a club. But it's very free to come as well. And then Frank Onyeka of Augsburg in Germany, Alex Iwobi as well of Fulham, and Ayodele Aribo is also free to make the call up, and Uche Crisantos as well in the midfield area. Then for the attacking areas, Kelechi Iheanacho of Middlesbrough, England is someone that we expect to see. Victor Boniface as well expected. Moses Simon of Nantes, Sadiq Umar, as I mentioned before, they still have the possibility of qualifying, but it just might be free to get this call up. He's not like the primary striker, so they could allow him to go. And then we have Nathan Teller, Bayern Leverkusen. So with Dessers of Rangers Football Club, he's also very free and he's eager to make a call up. He loves to represent Nigeria. He's just not got the chance as frequently as he would want. And speaking of Dessers, he also featured for Rangers Football Club yesterday and scored a double in a match against Dundee United. Dessers has continued to score goals for fun every single week, and those goals he scored yesterday made it 4 consecutive times that he has scored, and that brings his goal tally to a total of 17 goals in the Scottish Premiership. And in terms of all of his goals this season, I think he's now reached 25 plus goals this season. So definitely someone that would like to see. And a lot of people, a lot of fans want to see Celle come in, as a mainstay in the Super Eagles setup, partnering the likes of Victor Osimhen, because they believe in Celle and his passion, his seriousness. Unlike some of the players that we watch and we feel that these people are just playing around. They don't really know what it means to wear the jersey.